my name is Don and welcome to Follow my Football Manager Let's Play with Rangers. And we are in the Champions League playoff qualifiers. It's Rangers versus IFK Norrköping. I'm butchering that, I'm just going to call him IFK. I hope nobody from Sweden minds, I hope no fans from this club mind. But as you can see, I am going to completely butcher the name of that club. Since the last game, let's get into transfer history. We have one in, no outs. The in is the replacement I was looking at for Michael Devlin. Alim Ozturk as a ball playing centre back. Fairly decent stats all around the board. Should actually come in and he probably will be a first team player straight off the bat. A little bit disappointing for Michael Devlin. They're looking, he's still wanting to leave if an offer comes in from Aston Villa, where I have to accept a 2.1 million bid. Compare the two players. I've not actually done that yet, so let's do that. But yeah, Ozturk absolutely crushes him at everything apart from defending and mental, pretty much, and speed. So, but going forward, Ozturk is far better. Bit in the mould of Suso. Nonetheless, Devlin's hoping to stay. I was looking for another centre back. As you see, we've only got 3 at the club just now. Well, I only had 3 at the club, so I was needing another one. I tried to bring a guy in on loan. That deal got rejected in favour of a permanent move to someone else. So that's that. Nothing else to talk about there. Results. So we left IFK Copenhagen. 1-1 draw with Ross County. It was very disappointing. Scott Bain played again. I don't think you can really blame him. Declan Rice missed a header on a counter attack, and then he scored a header to put us back even, but that's how the game finished. Then we had St Johnstone. Declan Rice also starting again, and again a very poor performance all round. We created so many chances in this game. We should have been well out of sight, and in the end it took 2 own goals for us to win the game, and I don't think that's a fair reflection of the game. Nonetheless, a 4-3 win, takes us to the next round, where we will play, where we will play Hamilton Athletic, and then a 2-0 win against Dundee. Again, doesn't really answer it, although I'm starting to question if Taiwo was a good signing, although he cost nothing, so I guess you can't really complain too much. So, not a ping now. I'm going to play Zach Runn's only just back from injury, and no way he can play today. I'm going to play Lewis Vaughan from the start because I feel Vaughan has been better when he came off the bench. Stat wise, I think Taiwo might be slightly better, but let's compare. So compare with Vaughan. Yeah, so as you see, stat wise, Taiwo should have the edge. He's better in the air, more physical, better speed, similar attacking, maybe slightly better attacking actually. Worse vision, worse technically, and worse defending, but defending in particular I'm not that worried about. In fact, I'm actually just going to go with Taiwo. His form is actually showing slightly better, so maybe it was just a bad day at the office. Brian Davidson's not going to play. We're going to play Lee Wallace, and we got Ozturk registered just in time to play this game. Ryu Song Wo has also been getting game time in the absence of the injured Chris Willock, and I think, is it this goal here against at Johnston? This was his debut, and I'm pretty sure it's this goal here. Don't focus on the actual finish, focus on the assist. I haven't seen this in FM, I believe other people have, but I guess you just don't see this in Scotland. Long possession ball, finds its way to Ryu, and a nice Rabona assist, or Rabona cross, which finds its way to Jamie Walker for Jamie Walker to score. Submit team, no, because I want to double check everything. Submit team, no, thank you. Roddy McCrory again, I want to bring in, but I just don't want to risk him in such a big game. Who wants Zach Rudden? No chance you're getting Zach Run. He's got a 10 million release clause. He's probably not going to go for any less than that, to be honest, at this stage anyway. other than that, I think I'm going to go with this team. Again, we are in Europe, even if we exit at this stage, but I still want to get into the Champions League. Proper anyway. I know absolutely nothing about this team. I know none of these players, so I'm not going to really adjust anything of what David Vere says, like I would in Scotland. So, we are favourites. I have the faith. I have the faith. I have the faith. Be the difference, lads. Let's skip that before we talk through it, and let's ignore this highlight. Yeah, let's ignore that highlight. So, 10 minutes have passed. We have the ball. Ryu to Wallace. Back to McGinn, who's had the ball just before the start of this highlight. Poor pass from McGinn, but it falls to Lee Wallace, who works ever so hard to get it into Ryu, and he scores the Korean. The free transfer puts us ahead. His first goal for the club. Absolutely fantastic. 10 minutes in. And good work from Wallace just to sort of wickle out that space to get the cross in. And Ryu just flicks it in from about 7 yards into the near post. Gets just enough power on it to keep it away from the goalkeeper. McGinn with the corner. I need to sort out my corner taker. Sasso. Oh, he's an absolute monster in the air, Sasso. And there he is again. Doesn't score many, but monster in the air. The actual only goal previous in this season was actually a strike on the ground. But he has had a headed assist, and that's another headed goal now for him. He's also got Ozturk, who is fairly decent aerially as well. So that should also help him out a little bit. And hopefully cut out. We've conceded a few over-the-top balls this season, particularly against St Johnstone. Every time they went forward, it was an over-the-top ball. And Maitland-Niles makes it free. Another cross, another goal. I don't even know who got the assist that time, so I wasn't really paying much attention. I was sort of talking in space. Was it Lee Wallace again? It was. Had another look at Greg Taylor. I believe I can get him for under 5 million now. So I will be reopening that avenue again. But right now, Lee Wallace has got 2 assists for us. He might be in the decline, but he's putting in a shift. McGinn with the corner again, and it goes towards Sasso again. Flicked on this time. Ozturk doesn't read it. That's where he has the issue of not knowing our system well enough. It's the same issue really for Taiwo, I think. At least I'm hoping. Rossiter. Jamie Walker. Does his man, shoots. Keeper fluffs it. Maitland-Niles is there, and it's 4. Oh, what a game. I was expecting this to be a very tough game, and I'd taken a 1-0 and 0-0, even though it would have been nervy. I'm a bit more relaxed now. Keeper fluffs it, and it falls to Maitland-Niles, and the all Sweden champions find themselves 4 goals behind at Ibrox, and it's not even half time. A little bit worried about some fitness levels there, but it's okay. James Tavernier with the free kick. Oh, it's 5. Tavernier set the world alight so far. This is his 3rd goal of the season. I think it's his 2nd in the Champions League qualifiers as well. I don't want to say we're through. Just never say you're through early, but 5-0 at half time in the first leg. I think we're in with very good shape here. They haven't even really threatened us at all. Very happy with how it's going. Keep it up, lads. Kind of want to bring off Ryu, but I'm not going to just yet. Taiwo kicks us off to Walker and Rossiter. Why am I commentating on this useless highlight? The keeper who made this mistake for the 4th kicks it out. Lee Wallace wins it in the air, but that's a fairly poor header, to be honest with you. Only ever going to go to a player in white. That's got to be offside, ref. How is that? He's behind the men by at least 2 yards. Well, they've got 1 back. That is clearly offside. It won't mention it because we're 5-0 up. Bain's positioning is sceptical, to say the least. And I think it's time to maybe start thinking about some subs. I'm going to bring on Alan Brown for John McGinn. Most likely want to keep Texeria for a more advanced role in 5 minutes or so. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing now. Ryu's coming off and Texeria's going into the central role with Jamie Hawker going out on the left. And Maitland-Niles has got a dead leg, so I'll bring on Barry Mackay just to save him up a little bit. Still probably miss a few games, but I think let's just rest him and hope he's fit for the next leg. Ozturk is booked, which is frustrating. Shadit and away by Ozturk. Groundstorm, Kroon. No idea how you pronounce that. Kroon. Marek. He's got a man over, and I think Tavernier sort of registered it, but it didn't go to him, but he's fluffed it anyway. He'd not even hit the target. Apologise for my sniffles today, guys. Still suffering with a cold. Hopefully that will clear up soon. Mark Clattenburg, the referee here. English referee. Nonetheless, Tavernier with the throw in. This is going to be full time. It's going to be a pointless highlight, but I'm going to commentate it anyway. That guy puts it out. I'm just going to call him that guy because, again, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And it's full time. 5-1 lead we take into the away game. They need 4 goals in Sweden to win this tie. I'm not saying we're through, because we're not through, but we've got a good chance. I will see you for the next leg in just a minute. Welcome back. We're here now with the second leg of the game. We have a 5-1 lead. In between times we had a game against Rafe Rovers, who obviously have a lot of our players on loan. Barry Mackay came in for the injured Maitland-Niles, so he should be fit today, but he had an absolute stormer. Now I've got a headache. It's a nice headache to have. Tex area, Zach Run and Jordan Thompson came off the bench, and all of them made a big difference to this game. We were huffing and puffing, but we could not blow that house down. Greg Morrison scored. It was an avoidable goal. It was a free kick. They won the header. Our guys got wrong side. Hit the post. And again, a defender wrong side means that Greg Morrison won the race with ease. Nonetheless, Jordan Rossiter is injured, which is bad news because that sort of scuppers my plans for today. I was planning on playing this formation again. I suppose we could still manage it. Jack Thompson can go in there. Bring on Martin for Rossiter. Rossiter out for Maitland-Niles. Zach Run's going to play. Didn't say. I said Martin goes in there and Maitland-Niles in for Rossiter. Fitness worries. Ozturk's definitely a worry, so we're bringing in Devlin. Barry Mackay, actually you're unfit, so you're out and you're not even going to make the bench. Jamie Walker will do that. He can cover all 3 sort of attack roles, so that's good. Tex area came off the bench and played absolutely fantastic in the last game, so it was in that left wing role, so I'm giving him it again. And Cammy Kerr is out for James Tavernier, who I rested in the last game. Should have rested a couple more by the looks of it, to be honest. The only other talking point is, sadly, Liam Burt requested to go out on loan. I was planning on giving him quite a bit of game time this year. It's only a loan that involves rotation. I'm not happy about it at all. But nonetheless, it's happened. Might actually be time to just cut our losses with Bart. Again, he's just not developed at the rate I hoped he would. And he's just not knocking on the door for a place. Jordan Thompson's probably ahead of him in the queue. Although Jordan Thompson's contract is up at the end of this season. And I'm not sure about renewing it because of the cost involved for a player of that quality. And he is 21, so he's maybe had an extra 2 years worth of development, so it might be worthwhile just keeping Bart. Nonetheless, this game, any other changes I want to make, McGinn's not the fittest, but have I got any other options for that role? Really, not really. Have I been training you as a midfielder? No, I'm not. That's right, I moved you back up to that. Do I want to start with Texeria over McGinn at centre mid? Bring Bain back in just because we're going to play a counter-attacky type game. Robbie McCrory played very well against Rafe. And I probably should give him the chance. In fact, yes, I am going to do that. I feel like I've just played a reserved game in the I'm playing a reserved team in the Champions League, and that is not the case. I'm just sort of trying to work out the best options I have. Headaches. It's nice when you have a headache that you don't know who to select. I'm going to bring on Declan Rice onto the bench for Ozturk just because of that fitness issue again. Give Ozturk a complete rest. Team familiarity with this tactic is not great either. Hopefully this counter-attacking style can work. Yeah, Rangers know that even if we lose 6-2, basically that is what that is saying. They're playing extremely defensive, which is a bit shocking. You need 4 goals. At least go for it. Hey, IFK. Nonetheless, here we are. Cam, don't get complacent. I need to do that. The media have been saying this is a foregone conclusion. I do not want my players thinking that. This is far from a foregone conclusion. I hope we're the team in the blue. That would make sense, yeah. Rudden to Thompson. Why am I commentating this highlight? I have no idea. Text area into McGinn. End of highlight now. McGinn. Okay, maybe not. Over to Tavernier. And that's end of highlight. Just, it teases and it teases. Again, I really don't mind giving up possession here. For the benefit of winning the game. Or not winning the game, but soaking up all that pressure. Alexanderson, the goalkeeper, who made the mistake in the first game, plays it out only as far as out of text area. He's got Lee Wallace on overlap, but it goes for Jack Thompson instead. Over to Maitland-Niles. He's got Tavernier bombing forward, but he sort of runs in front of Tavernier's path. And Tavernier takes over a run. It's a goal. Run on his first start since that little injury he had. Scores. He did come on against Rafe and did okay. That's a lovely goal. That sort of negates the away goal. Maitland-Niles running into Tavernier's path actually worked out quite well for us. A lovely cross from James, and run there just nods it home with ease. Slovis. Oh god, I cannot pronounce any of these names. I'm looking at them and I'm just like, do I even want to try? Weston, Marek, Isasi. Oh, Devlin's had a howler. No man around him. He could have just left it. Needed the shout from Big Suso. Didn't come. And he just stuck a foot out. Got no real contact on it. It was just enough to deflect it past McCrory. Ah, disappointing. Right. Keep your performance levels up. Seems to be the way to go here. We have a 4-goal lead. We no longer have the away goal issue. One more would actually give us an away goal advantage. I'm going to bring off McGinn, move Texeria back, I think. Can I bring off McGinn and use Jordan Thompson in that role? I did it last season a couple of times. Maitland-Niles, and it goes run. Oh, it's off the post from point blank range. Out to João Texeria. He played so well against Rafe that I felt he deserved a start. Right, let's have a look. What can we do? Actually going to bring on Alan Brown. I feel this lad has so much potential. Let's give him as much game time as we can, when we can. So he will come on for John McGinn. Free kick here to Gothenburg, not Gothenburg, the IFK team. I know that's like a standard name in Sweden, so I really do apologise. I'm going to call them just IFK because I know there's so many teams like that have IFK in their title. Kind of like calling an Italian team AC or something, or FC for a British team. Going to make another sub. going to bring on Jamie Walker for Maitland Niles. And what kind of role could you play as a midfielder? It's not going to let me click here right now. So I kind of want to bring him on for Martin. Although I'll tell you what we'll do, right? We'll bring Martin off for Declan Rice, and put Declan Rice as a half-back, and move Jack Thompson further forward. I mean, a good run out for those youngsters. We will take our first European defeat of the season here, but we should still have done enough to get through, so that is fine. Run doing really well here to hold up. He needs a bit of support though, and it's not coming. Brown, Jack Thompson, Tavernier, Thompson, Brown, Tavernier. And it goes, oh, it's ping pong back to Texeria. It doesn't know much about that, and Zach Run just doesn't have the reaction. That could have been 2-all. And prevented that first European defeat of the season. I don't mind. Again, I was just sort of looking to soak up pressure here and avoid the complacency. Walker heads forward as Rudden doesn't really react to it again. Walker, Thompson, Varley. I think that looks about right. Full time nonetheless. We lose 2-1 on the day. We go through 6-3 on aggregate. Very, very happy with that. When is the Champions League draw? We get money. We only get 1.7 million. What? Oh, right, for winning the playoff. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. So we'll get more money for actually going through, I think. Motherwell slight report. Oh yeah, my scouts told me to have a look at this guy. Not convinced for the 2.5 star. We've got so many better options potentially wise there. Potential wise. Key player Matthew Knox could become better than Zach Run. Yes, I am quite aware he could become better than Zach Run currently is. I think Zach Run can become better overall. Yes, he can. He's got 5 star. Not too worried about the downs there because that's obviously because he's just returning from injury. It's a central midfielder on defend. He's starting to get better, Jack Thompson, to be honest. At 18 years old, still good to be in and around the team. And Jack Watterson, I think he's injured currently. Again, not really going to be a player that's going to ever get near the first team. McGinn apparently deserves recognition for recent form. I'm not convinced. I don't think he's even played 90 minutes. So, just playing this till the draw. We do have some international call-ups. So, we've got any seniors. Michael Devlin getting his first call-up. Good for him. Scott Bain can add to his 1 cap maybe. Rudden, Jack Thompson and McCrory all get the under-21s. Jordan Thompson and Brian Davison under 21. Serge Ataki under 21s. Ryu gets the Korean national team, although that's not a surprise, it was a Korean international when we signed him. That's how we found out about him. Our scouts decided to scout the World Cup. I've sort of got my head scout to just sort of tell the scouts what to do. And they came back with a report and said this guy should be signed. He was free transfer, and it was like, yeah. Particularly when I was looking at another backup for that position. Liam Burt, Matthew Knox, Alan Brown, Martin Naismith, Scott Gray, Cammy Palmer and Reece Breen all making the Scotland under 19 squad. That's got to be a fair amount of our players. And we're looking at another one. Yeah, so there's a fair few of our guys there. Declan Rice and Billy Stevenson are making the Republic of Ireland under 19s. Wait a minute, Declan Rice is not under 19, I can assure you. Okay, apparently he is 19. Okay, I feel like he's got time to develop into that defender he can be now then. I was thinking he was 23 and I was a bit worried I'd made the same mistake I had with Ajay, where it's a player who's got all the potential in the world and just doesn't have the time to do it. 10 million for playing in the UEFA Champions League group stage. Thank you very much. Our finances should look very rosy right now. Make board request. Facilities. Improve training facilities. before we do this right away. Thank you very much. Can I get youth sorted out right now? No. Stadium, expand. Not currently in a financial position, so apparently that's not. The other thing I meant to mention is we now have our affiliate. It's Quanjian, a team I've never heard of. They were the highest reputation team that was offered to us from, I think there was 5, all from different sort of countries, and there was a few amateurs, a lot of them were 2 stars. This was a 2.5 star, and look at the players they have. Alessandro Lopez, Key, who used to play for Celtic, Iron Robin, and Giovanni Dos Santos, and can you even see 215k for Dos Santos, 215k for Robin, 135k for C, Key even, 185k and 100k for Alessandro Lopez. Absolutely mental. Anyway, hopefully that'll boost our reputation in China and allow us to get. It's going to cost us 2.5 million. It was going to cost us 2 million last year, and you cancelled it. So, I will look to get youth facilities in as soon as possible as well. Come on, let's just get to this draw. Come on, out loan offer for Windass. We're going to pay 100% of his wage. On you go. I've been trying to get rid of Windass, and I just cannot. So 100% of his wage. I'm hoping he's in his last year of his contract. He's not. How many years did they give this guy? Come on, Mark. I actually like this guy in real life as well, so I wouldn't be saying that in real life, but he's just so dire in this game. For this level, like, he's always been well down the pecking order, and I've loaned him out and loaned him out. He just hasn't developed to get any higher up that pecking order. Of course, we've improved the pecking order as well. As you see, Rossiter injured. He will be back in a couple of days, just a bruised thigh, sadly. We are seeded 4 for the draw. That's not surprising. Let's we'll draw all the teams and see if there's a group that we fancy. Do you know what? That group F looks like we could get some points in it. Any other groups? Group F, please. Oh no, we've got the Man United Porto and Olympiacos group. Again, I think we could get points out of this group, but Group F was the nut result. Galatasaray obviously got that. And if I was Galatasaray, I'd fancy getting out of that, to be honest. I'm not saying any of those teams are easy wins, but when you look at the comparisons, okay, Zenit versus CSKA, you would take CSKA, I would imagine. Barcelona versus Villarreal, no-brainer. And Leverkusen versus Inter, you would take no-brainer. Bayern, Tottenham, the Europa League champions. Monaco again, very tough group there in Group G. Just Group F was the one that you wanted, I think. Nonetheless, we will make do. We have Man United, Porto and Olympiacos coming to Ibrox this season. And a quick check on Hibs and Celtic. Did either of them make it into the Europa League 30th? Okay, that's today. We will process to tomorrow. We will find out, because I am keen to find out if they made it. Browse, come on, let me browse, because I want to see this. I want to show the viewers, I want to show the people of the world, come on. Oh, god damn it, game. When the game decides it doesn't want to browse, we could be here a while, guys, I'm sorry. I just want to show you a result and see if we've got other European teams with us. Liège, Hibs. Right, come on, give me Hibs. It's now the 31st. Why is this result not there? It is. Sadly, Hibs lost, sorry. I'm looking at it all wrong. Sadly, Hibs are out. They lost 2-1 and 3-2 on aggregate. They had the away no, they didn't have the away goal disadvantage because they scored. Nonetheless, they are out, sadly. So, we are relying on us and Celtic as a European flag this year. We are Celtic. There we are. They did make it through. It wasn't convincing. It took penalties. I'm glad they won it though, because that means that now we have some European friendliness. How's the league looking reputation wise? We're up to 16th. We've gone up 11 places since the start of this game. That is phenomenal. As you see, it started 27th up to 22nd last year and up to 16th this year. So very positive stuff. The league is progressing. If we can get back up to about 10th, I think that would be about right for where we could be in the future. Nonetheless, thank you very much for watching. This will be a tough Champions League group. Have we got... When's the next game that we'll record? Let's have a home game in the Champions League. Let's do the Olympiacos and Celtic double header, and then we'll do Man United and Porto as a double header. So this will be a lot of Champions League this season, but let's take advantage of it while we can. We started in the league fairly slow, well, dropping points. So let's take advantage of the Champions League while we can. I don't imagine coefficients have changed anything. Let's have a quick look, but I really can't imagine it. Nations, national coefficients, Scotland, we should be about 16th. No, we're 33rd. That doesn't tell us our qualification places. Here we are. So 16th, so we get 1, and we get a third team in the Europa League next year. That's the same as what it was last year. But see, if we can get up to 15th, even, we get 2, which would usually be us and 2 in the Champions League and 2 in the Europa League. So that would be brilliant for us going forward. So I think that's where we need to aim for, is to overtake that Czech league. Overall, we've now got teams fighting hard in Europe, and hopefully that can continue. For this episode, that will be it. If you liked, a like and subscribe, it's always appreciated. And until next time, thank you very much, and I hope to see you then.